Deep in the heart of the sprawling blackwood forest, where sunlight struggled to penetrate the dense canopy of ancient trees, there lurked a creature of myth and terror, a predator unlike any other. Known as the arborid, it was a monstrous hybrid of tree and animal, a living camouflage that blended seamlessly into its verdant surroundings. Legends whispered of the arborid for generations, tales passed down from terrified villagers who dared to venture into the depths of Blackwood. They spoke of a creature that could snatch unsuspecting victims with its gnarled, root-like arms, its bark peeling back to reveal a grotesque, fanged maw that devoured its prey whole. Among the villagers, there was a young woodsman named Thomas, a man of courage and determination who scoffed at the tales of the arborid. He believed them to be nothing more than superstitious ramblings, the product of overactive imaginations. One crisp autumn morning, Thomas set off into Blackwood, his axe slung over his shoulder, ready to fell a sturdy oak for the village carpenter. As he ventured deeper into the forest, the sunlight dimmed, the air grew heavy, and an eerie silence settled over the woods. Suddenly, a twig snapped beneath Thomas's foot. He froze, his heart pounding in his chest. He spun around, his eyes darting through the trees, searching for any sign of movement. But there was nothing, only the towering sentinels of the forest, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. Thomas shook off his unease and continued on his way, but he couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. He could almost sense a presence lurking just beyond his vision, a malevolent entity waiting for the opportune moment to strike. As he reached a clearing, Thomas spotted the perfect oak tree, its trunk wide and strong, its branches reaching towards the heavens. He raised his axe, ready to strike, but a movement caught his eye. A section of bark on a nearby tree seemed to ripple and shift. Then, with a sickening crunch, it peeled back, revealing a gaping maw filled with razor-sharp teeth. A guttural growl echoed through the clearing, sending a shiver down Thomas's spine. The arborid emerged from the tree's trunk, its bark-like skin stretched tight over its muscular body. Its root-like arms lashed out, snatching Thomas off the ground and pinning him against the tree. Thomas struggled against the arborid's grip, but its strength was overwhelming. He could feel the creature's breath hot on his face, its fanged maw inches from his own. With a blood-curdling roar, the arborid lunged, its teeth sinking into Thomas's flesh. He screamed in agony as the creature tore into him, its hunger insatiable. Within moments, Thomas was nothing more than a pile of bones and rags, his blood soaking into the forest floor. The arborid retracted its arms, its bark peeling back over its maw, concealing its gruesome feast. Satisfied, the arborid retreated into the depths of the forest, its bark blending seamlessly with the surrounding trees. It was a predator that had mastered the art of camouflage, a creature of myth and terror that would continue to haunt the Blackwood forest for generations to come. The news of Thomas's gruesome demise spread through the village like wildfire. Those who had scoffed at the legends of the arborid now held their tongues. The creature, it seemed, was all too real, and its appetite for flesh had not been sated. Determined to avenge Thomas and rid the forest of the arborid, a group of brave villagers assembled. Among them was Rachel, a skilled tracker with a fierce determination. She had lost her brother to the arborid's hunger, and her heart burned with a need for retribution. Rachel and the others set out into the Blackwood forest, their determination unwavering. Their journey was fraught with danger, and the forest itself seemed to conspire against them. Trees shifted, their branches reaching out like clawed fingers, as if the forest itself protected the arborid. Deep in the heart of the forest, they encountered the creature. Its bark-like skin blended seamlessly with the trees, but Rachel's sharp eyes caught a subtle movement. She knew the arborid was near. A fierce battle erupted, with villagers using fire and blades to fend off the arborid. Its root-like arms lashed out, snatching one of the villagers, and in a frenzy, it devoured the unfortunate soul. During the battle, Rachel noticed a strange pattern of scars on the arborid's bark. As she drew closer, she realized the scars formed words, etched into the creature's flesh. They were names, the names of the arborid's victims over the centuries. The scars told a chilling story. The arborid was once a human, cursed by dark magic to become the abomination it had become. Its insatiable hunger was a reflection of the curse, and it could only be broken by revealing the truth behind its transformation. With newfound determination, the villagers set out to break the arborid's curse. They needed to perform a ritual to reveal the truth and release the trapped soul from its wooden prison. As the ritual commenced, the arborid's roots receded, revealing a human form trapped within its bark. It was the spirit of a man named Nathaniel, a lumberjack from centuries past. The truth was revealed. Nathaniel had wronged the forest by felling ancient trees recklessly. In his arrogance, he had destroyed the sanctity of the woods, and the forest had cursed him to become the arborist. With the curse laid bare, Nathaniel's spirit was released. The arborist's monstrous form began to wither, its bark-like skin shriveling. The creature let out a mournful cry as it disintegrated into the forest floor, leaving only ashes behind. The curse of the arborist was broken, and the villagers returned to their homes. The legends of Blackwood would be forever altered, replaced by the tale of the cursed lumberjack and the brave souls who had freed him. But the memory of the arborist lingered in the hearts of the villagers. They would forever remember the terror of the forest and the price of its wrath. As the seasons turned, the tale of the arborist was passed down through the generations. It became a chilling reminder of the consequences of greed and the power of ancient curses. Blackwood Forest remained a place of mystery and wonder, but the arbor remained a haunting memory, a spectral guardian of the woods. With the arborist's curse broken, Blackwood Forest flourished once more. It became a sanctuary for wildlife, a realm of pristine beauty, and a symbol of nature's resilience. Rachel, the young tracker who had lost her brother, found solace in the renewed forest. She became the guardian of Blackwood, dedicated to protecting the woods and ensuring its legacy lived on. The villagers of Blackwood learned a profound lesson from the ordeal with the arborist. They understood the delicate balance between mankind and the natural world and the price of disrespecting it. Despite the arborist's demise, the villagers would occasionally hear whispers among the trees. It was as if the forest itself retained a collective memory of the cursed lumberjack, a subtle reminder of the consequences of carelessness. As the years passed, the tale of the arborist grew into legend. Visitors to Blackwood Forest were told the story of the cursed lumberjack, ensuring that the lessons learned from the past would never be forgotten. One day, a traveler arrived in the village, drawn by the lure of the forest's mysterious past. Rachel, now the village elder, greeted the newcomer and shared the chilling tale of the arborist. The traveler's eyes widened with fascination as Rachel recounted the story. Intrigued, the traveler set out into Blackwood Forest, eager to explore the woods and perhaps discover remnants of the arborist's presence. As the traveler ventured deeper into the forest, a subtle unease settled in. It was as though the very air whispered the echoes of the arborist, and the trees bore witness to its existence. Deep within the forest, the traveler stumbled upon an ancient oak tree, its trunk gnarled and scarred. As the traveler reached out to touch the bark, they felt a shiver run down their spine. The oak tree's bark began to ripple, and with a sickening crunch, it peeled back, revealing a grotesque fanged maw. The arborist had returned, its roots intertwining with the traveler's limbs, ensnaring them in a bone-crushing grip. The traveler realized too late that the tales were true. The arborist, though defeated once, had not been destroyed. It was an entity bound to the forest, an eternal guardian seeking retribution for the sins of mankind. The arborist's fanged maw closed in, and the forest echoed with the traveler's desperate screams. Once more, the cursed entity fed on human flesh, its hunger insatiable. The traveler's fate served as a chilling reminder that some legends could never truly be vanquished. The villagers of Blackwood would forever bear witness to the forest's wrath, knowing that nature itself could seek vengeance. The village elder, Rachel, sighed as she heard of the traveler's disappearance. The story of the arborist would continue, a haunting narrative that would forever entwine the fate of those who dared to venture into Blackwood Forest. As time passed, the villagers would pass on the legend, knowing that the curse of the arborist could never truly be broken. It was a part of Blackwood's history, a shadow that would forever haunt the heart of the sprawling forest. The villagers, now stewards of the woods, lived in harmony with the forest, paying tribute to the arborist in hopes of appeasing its eternal hunger. They had learned to respect the delicate balance between mankind and nature. And so, Blackwood Forest remained a place of wonder and mystery, its secrets protected by those who understood the price of carelessness. The wind rustled through the leaves, carrying with it the whispered legacy of the arborist. Visitors to Blackwood were met with the chilling tale of the arborist, a reminder of the consequences of defying the natural world. The forest stood as a sanctuary, but within its depths lay the eternal curse of the cursed lumberjack. Despite the passage of time, the arborist's hunger endured, its roots and branches ready to ensnare those who dared to disregard the sanctity of Blackwood Forest. Generations came and went, But the legend of the arborwood persisted, an eternal narrative of nature's wrath and humanity's folly. The heart of the Blackwood Forest beat with life, a realm of beauty and danger where the line between myth and reality blurred, and the legacy of the arborwood was forever intertwined with the fate of those who ventured within. The villagers knew that Blackwood Forest was more than just a collection of trees. It was a living entity, a guardian that watched and waited, its memory eternal. The forest kept its secrets, and the village of Blackwood held the key to its enduring legend, forever haunted by the tale of the arborwood. Each rustling leaf, each creaking branch, carried with it the chilling echo of the arborwood, a tale never to be forgotten. As the village of Blackwood and the heart of the forest remained, so did the legend of the arborwood, a warning that nature's fury could endure through the ages. The curse of the cursed lumberjack was a specter that would never fade, a perpetual reminder of the price of defying the ancient woods. The end. Don't forget to subscribe.